Let's talk about dealing with your trauma and not faulting someone else. That's the message. Okay, I want to talk about it, and y'all know I am a very transparent person. I was up just straightening up my house and I was doing a get ready for me, and God just started sitting on me. Like, really, it was heavy about trauma, mental health, and things like that. As a lot of you guys know, I am also a life coach. How I got started with it is I was just talking about my percentage on here. God had me looking at the analytics of YouTube just to see where I'm at. So I was on my dashboard, and I strolled down and I saw that I had 53% of males watching me. And I was really stunned by that. I was like, oh my goodness, because my content is more drawn towards women. And God had been telling me about men and mental health. That's something that I really need to tackle because that's one of my soft spots, right? And when I saw that number, I didn't think about that last night. I didn't think about how God had been talking to me about black and brown men and their mental health. um I was just like, I don't know why. And I was telling my best friend, I don't know why. I said, because my content really isn't geared towards men. Like, I'm not talking about cars, I'm not talking about tools, I'm not doing any of those things. And this morning I was just up doing my normal get ready with me, and I was just talking about mental health and how important it is. And I don't know how I got on the subject about males, but I did. And it is just so important for not just males, but everyone. But males really, but they also have to be wanting the help as well. And what I mean by that is, I can talk to you all day about, okay, take these breaths, or it's going to be okay. You need to go get counseling for this, or you need to go do this. But if the person is not willing to do what they need to do, there's nothing you can do about it. So that's what I mean by lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink, right? I have came across a lot of black men, not so much as brown because I haven't really interacted with them as much, but there is a lot of brown because of my best friend is Hispanic and she tells me a lot. And then I also see a lot and I do a lot of research that just don't want to face the fact that their mental health is very important. And it's not to talk down on y'all, because y'all are watching my content. Do what you need to do for yourself, and it's going to make you feel so much better on the inside. I promise you. I promise you. And you will not feel alone. A lot of times we feel alone because we have a wall up and we're rejecting the one or two people who's in our corner, the one or two people who love us. So you feel alone when you're rejecting them. Remember, it's tough love. When you truly love somebody, you're not allowing them to do the things that makes them feel good. You want them to be uncomfortable. God tells us we have to be uncomfortable in order for us to grow. So do what you need to do for you. And if you went to counseling back when you were, I don't know, a kid, or in your early 20s or 30s, and now you're in your 40s, and you're thinking that that time period that you went is helping you now, no. Think about it. Your life has changed drastically. So many things has happened. Even if you were in your 20s and you went and you're in your 40s, or your 30s and you went and you're in your 40s, or your 40s and you went and you're in your 50s. Think about all the things that have transpired in your life. Like, think about that. So don't say I went back then and now I'm good. I got a certificate, or I got this and I'm good. I dealt with it and I talked to people. No, we have to go get treated by people who don't know us, a pastor, a bishop, like someone that can really help us dig deep. And if we're comfortable with them, something is not going right. I have been in counseling since I started out when I was a little girl. I went back as a teenager. I went back as a young adult, and as an older adult, since I've been, 40. I've been in counseling. I'm 46. I am 46 and I've been in counseling all this time. Like, it's been couples counseling, it's been group counseling, it's been just therapy for myself. Like, and I'm just going. That's what I talked to several people and I said, I know it's something that I just need. It's not something, yes, do I have a certificate? Yes, certificate don't mean nothing. It's the peace that I need inside of me. That darkness that was once in me, I need it cleared out. The certificate is nice, it's pretty, but no certificate is needed. I know I need to continue to go. And I just want to encourage all black and brown men, even Caucasian men, if you're watching, we have to get, it's okay. It's okay. Because when you don't get the help you need, you're not just destroying yourself, you're destroying people that you love, your children, your mother, your father, your nieces, your nephews, your siblings, your wife, you know, all of that. People, your co-workers, like, everybody who surrounds you, the people in the store, the people, the waitress that helps you, like, because you have so much trauma, you think everybody's out to get you. So we have to figure out, like, what can I do to help myself? And is it going to be comfortable? No, it's not. Like, every day when I have a session, I'm like, okay, here we go again. I gotta go. I'm always anxious. I don't really want to go, but I know it's the best thing, not just for me, but for my children and for anybody who's in the same area as me. And I have changed drastically. And this is a woman speaking, and I'm talking to mostly males, but women, y'all can also learn from this too. I have changed drastically because of going to therapy and drawing closer to God. I have changed drastically, and I have noticed my change because of situations that I have been put in where I normally would have snapped, and that's not happening now. Like, I'm not snapping. I'm able to process. I'm able to breathe through it. I'm able to walk away. Now, do I be firm? Yes, because that's something that God has taught me. Be bold. And that's something that therapy has taught me. Be bold. You don't have to keep your mouth closed to act of God. You don't have to keep your mouth closed to show that you have grown. Actually, me opening up my mouth has shown that I have grown, because I've been so used to keeping my mouth closed and people have been running over me. So this new person, they're not used to. And men, all it's going to do is give you the tools to be able to communicate effectively so people can actually understand and hear you. When we're yelling, when we're screaming, and we're acting outraged, even if you make a valid point, no one is hearing you, no one is understanding, no one is processing. So when you start going back to therapy, or just attend therapy, or group therapy is great, anything, or also just looking up stuff. Like, if you know that is certain things about you that you're the common denominator with. And that's what I had to do with me. And I just did a video about that. Like, what am I the common denominator with? Let me look this up and see if this is something that's has to do with mental health. Is it anxiety? Is it depression? Is it PTSD? Is it bipolar? Is it schizophrenia? Is it, it's all these different things that we don't want to be labeled with. But if that is something that we need to take care of, nobody will know you have it unless you just spurt it out to the world. Period. So just go get the help that you need. Like, look, I noticed that I'm always straightening up. I like for things to be a certain way all the time. I was looking up some stuff. I was doing a little bit of research, and I just want to see if I have OCD. Or I notice every time someone raises their voice or something drops in a room, I I get scared. I get nervous. My heart races. I want to see if I have PTSD, because I think that that's a trigger for me. It's just all of these different things. Are I notice when I'm going across a bridge, doctor, that I get nervous, my heart race, my palms sweat. Do I have anxiety? Like, those are the things that you can just start looking up to see if you have anything, that any of those things, even narcissist tendencies. Do I only see other people doing wrong and not myself? Like, nothing I do is wrong. It's always everyone else that I have wronged. Um, that's narcissist tendencies. Not necessarily you're a narcissist, but you might have those tendencies, or hearing things in your head, like different voices and all of that stuff. Do I have bipolar? Am I schizophrenic? Am I it's another name for it, where you just hear voices and stuff like that. But people also, like, do you always feel like people are out to get you? Like, no matter what a person does, they're out to get you. Sometimes it can be the people that's in your corner, and somehow in your mind it's like they did that because they have something against me, and it's like, no, I actually was doing that because I care for you. Like, I be trying to give examples, because examples is always good for people who still can't identify and link the two things together. So for example, if someone does something for you, maybe they've been watching you, this is what I'll say, and you ain't told them, but you had some certain thing that you just really, really love, and they just happen to buy it for you. And instead of you being grateful, you look at them, oh, you've been watching my every move, you've been stalking me, you watching it. And it's like, no, I just been paying attention to you. That's what a person does when they care about somebody. Like, if you're taking those things offensively, then that's not healthy. If someone buys you something to show you that they have been paying attention to you, that doesn't mean they're stalking you, or they're out to get you. That means I love you and I'm paying attention to you. Or something that I did that made somebody feel uncomfortable, and I did not know that this, and like I told y'all, I'm very transparent. I did not know that this was something that could make a person uncomfortable, because it's the way that I was raised. My mom would go in my room at least once a year. I mean, not more than once, like twice a year, 3 times a year. And she would clean up my room, like give it a good deep cleaning and things like that. And I have done that with my children. Like, it's just something that I have always done with my children. Just go in their room, give it a good deep clean and organize and stuff like that. Because y'all already know kids is not going to do it the way that it needs to be done. So it's something that I have always done, especially with my 12-year-old. But y'all, girl, I go in that room, I do her room, and then the next day I'm like, that's her. But and I did it with my oldest daughter as well. And but I did that, just cleaned up the room, tidied it up, made it look good, lit up the window, aired it out, sprayed everything down, put a little nice note on the bed, just saying I want to refresh your room for you, and it was taken as I'm invading privacy, but it's a kid. So in my head, it's like, and all of that stuff. I'm not doing any of those things. So, but it was taken as me invading privacy, when it was really an act of kindness, and it was taken the wrong way. So that's why I say we have to really just make sure we're not over analyzing things when people are in our corner. So that's a personal example. Or even sometimes I'm a realist. Like, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, and I want people to do the same with me. At one while, I did not want that to be done. I did not want people letting me know, the real about me. Like, I would be in my feelings would be hurt. It took me a while to get to the point where I could just process it for real and be like, okay, let me see. Do I need that? And it's like, yep, girl, you need that. Now I'm there. But for a while, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I was not there. I would get offended anytime somebody would call me out on something. And now I accept it. I go to God. God has called me out on so much. So, and sometimes people that I think I'm perfect, and I don't take myself to God. Like, God is just talking to me to everybody else, and I haven't changed and all of these things. And it was in my head, y'all. And I'm gonna do a video about that too, because that's not healthy. But I was in my head about it. I'm like, am I still the same person? Am I not listening at people that's giving me the advice? And the more I sat in it, and God even had me go back to journals where I was and where I am now. And I was like, wow, I have grown so much, because now I can listen at people give me that positive criticism, and I'll start applying the changes to my life. Even when I fall off, it's like I'm calling myself out to myself, like, oh, you're doing it again. That's why God has you here. Because you still ain't got it. You still ain't got it right. So I just wanted to talk about that for a minute, and I hope that this helps somebody, not just men. It can also apply to women. Are pouring into y'all, my black and brown brothers, because y'all are important, y'all are special, y'all are needed here, and we just thank y'all for carrying the bricks in y'all backpack. But we cannot make excuses because we have bricks in our backpack. It's not fair to the women that God brought in your life, your mother, your grandmother, your wife, your sisters. It's not fair. Like, you have to deal with that trauma. You have to feel safe, and you don't even have to let anybody know that you're going to therapy. You don't have to let anybody know that you're seeing a bishop or a pastor, but it has to be the right one. And trust me, when you do it, your heart is going to feel so lighter. You're not going to be as stressed. You're not going to be on your phone just strolling, searching for something. You're not going to be on social media posting things that don't need to be posted because you're looking for attention in the wrong way. Like, all that stuff will stop because it stopped with me. I'm not even on social media like that now. Fasting, God has me separated from social media, because if I were fasting, I wouldn't tell y'all, but I have removed some apps. I'm just not on social media right now, so I can just dig deep into Camila and get the healing that I need. So I want to tell you, you can do this. You can do this. You don't want to lose valuable people in your life. None of us do, even women. If any of these things are you don't want to, if it's you don't want to lose valuable people in your life because you're searching for, you're doing it in the wrong way. That's what I would say. We cannot use narcotics to fix this. It's a temporary cover up. Alcohol won't fix it. Temporary cover up. Food won't fix it. Temporary cover up. Being intimate, sexually active is not going to fix it. It's a temporary cover up. Isolating yourself is not going to fix it. It's a temporary cover up. We have to deal with the source. We have to get to the root of the problem. And I'm a life coach. I'm here if anybody wants to just talk. Anybody, and I'm not worried about funding. I'm not worried about money, any of that. If you want to talk and you just need an outlet, I'm here. I'm here. But you cannot hold all of that anger, bitterness, frustration hostage and expect to be a great person. I'm sorry. That's how I'll say it. If you're doing that, you're not a great person, even if you think you are. You're fighting a lot of demons. You're fighting a lot of toxic stuff. And that's what I was doing. And they still have severe anxiety, ADHD, like traits of OCD. Like, I have those things and I'm not ashamed. It's made me clean, for one. But it's just made me a better person with going to therapy and actually just getting the help that I need and realizing who needs to be pushed back, who needs to come up. And also, God has been a big role in it, not just therapy. Like, every day I'm in my Bible. When I say every day I'm in my word. Every day I'm doing, if I'm not in my Bible, every day I'm in relationship. I'm connecting with God in some type of way. I'm very intentional about that. I'm very intentional about Him being the main source of my day. Not people, not social media, not talking on the phone to friends, unless we're talking about God. And one of my friends, my best friend, yesterday, she asked me, since I've started building this strong relationship with God, what has been my most, what am I proud of the most? What has been my most wonderful moment? And I was like, wow, that's a great question. And I think it's my humbleness, how I'm not looking out here searching for my next big ticket. I'm searching for, who can I help? Who can I help? And also my relationship with God. I always struggled with hearing His voice, and now I can hear Him so clearly. That's another great thing. So y'all do the work. I promise you it's going to be hard, but it is going to be so worth it. You are the pitcher for the people around you. If your pitcher is not filled up, how can you put anything in their cups? And if you're trying to fill the pitcher that doesn't have a bottom, everything is just running out of it. So the people around you can't even fill you up. It's a dead end that they're hitting. I love you, but most importantly, God does. And there ain't nothing you can do about it but love him right on back. Allow him to be the navigation of your life. He will not steer you wrong. And we're in this fight together, y'all. Nobody's exempt from it. Nobody. I tell people all the time, everybody needs therapy. Everybody needs counseling. Everybody. Nobody is exempt. Look at the world around us. Everybody has some type of childhood trauma. Not one person is eliminated from it. And if you're still lashing out at people from things that has happened from your childhood or things that someone did years ago, things that someone did a week ago that they apologized for and they haven't did it again, that's not healthy. And you need to figure out how you can get help for it. I was doing that with people. And this is recently when I stopped because I'm healed. I'm healing. I won't say that I'm healed, but I'm healing. It's a fight every day. But I love you guys.